first. Again goes Piper.
And you're not thinking about it, but just running.
Raw's debut on Netflix is expected to feature many top superstars. It will be interesting to see if Flair and Becky Lynch will be there. Please credit Behind the Turnbuckle and give an H/T to Sportskeeda if you use any quotes from the first half of this article. It hasn't exactly been an easy 2 weeks for Bianca Belair. Not only did she miss out on the opportunity to become the inaugural Women's U.S. Champion, but the EST of WWE also lost her tag team partner, Jade Cargill, to injury. If that wasn't enough, she also learned this Monday on Raw that the Storm's replacement at War Games will be her longtime rival, Bayley. It's safe to say things aren't looking good, but can they go from bad to worse on SmackDown, where Bianca Belair may be stripped of her women's tag team title? The answer to that question, fortunately for her, is no. Even though the EST's tag team partner is currently absent, she will not lose her gold. Since this Friday's episode was pre-recorded and no spoilers had indicated otherwise, the 35-year-old will retain her title, at least for now. Of course, the keywords remain for now. With Jade Cargill set to be sidelined for some time, Triple H and company may be forced to strip her and Bianca Belair of the women's tag team title. Although it will not occur on this week's SmackDown, the reigning champions will likely have to relinquish their title following Survivor Series, War Games 2024. For now, though, the EST of WWE will be focused on 2 things. One is the Women's War Games match this Saturday, and secondly, to figure out who was behind the vicious attack on the Storm. Bianca Belair is feeling conflicted over Bayley's addition to the Women's War Games match. The latest episode of Monday Night Raw was a roller coaster for Bianca Belair. Despite still dealing with the attack on Jade Cargill, the EST brought her A-game to the squared circle during the War Games Advantage match against Nia Jax. Belair picked up the victory to hand her team the advantage at the upcoming PLE. However, she couldn't have done it without Bayley. It was the role model who interfered and allowed Belair to pin the irresistible force. However, as mentioned earlier, she isn't exactly on the best of terms with the former Damage Control member. So, while the SmackDown star is undoubtedly happy about gaining the advantage, Bianca took to Instagram to admit that she was feeling conflicted after Raw. Notably, it was announced this past Monday that Bayley would be Jade's replacement in the Women's War Games match. The next few days will surely be interesting. With Survivor Series, War Games just a few days away, there are a lot of questions to be answered. In particular, can Belair and Bayley put their differences aside and work together once the bell rings? That is something only time will tell. Bianca Belair is not a great worker, ex-WWE writer says. Bianca Belair has been one of WWE's most successful superstars since joining the main roster in 2020. Former WWE writer Vince Russo believes the EST is a great athlete, but has doubts about her in-ring ability. On December 6th, Belair defeated Piper Niven in a 12-minute match on SmackDown. The 35-year-old wore tape on the side of her body to protect a rib injury. However, she still had the strength to lift Niven over her head to perform her cod finisher. Russo appeared on Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Outlaws with host Dr. Chris Featherstone and former WWE star EC3. He criticized Belair for failing to sell her injuries and questioned why she hit a power move on Niven. When I'm seeing Bianca Belair having her entire side taped up, and then the next moment she's pressing Piper Niven, no, that's not a great worker, Chris, because I didn't believe it for a second, Russo said. Your ribs are totally fine. First of all, you would never try to put that weight up. Second of all, you're putting that weight up, you would collapse to your knees if the rib injury was legitimate. So no, not a great worker, Chris. Watch the video above to hear Russo's take on why Bayley should not be considered a locker room leader. Vince Russo on Bianca Belair's unbelievable performance. WWE stars have been known to alter their moveset if the story of their match revolves around a real or fictional injury. In Bianca Belair's case, Vince Russo thinks the WrestleMania 37 main eventer should have performed a different move instead of her usual finisher. Great athlete, absolutely, great athlete, blue chipper, powerhouse. I could not shine her shoes on any field, absolutely, but part of being a worker is to make me believe your performance. That was unbelievable. Belair has won 3 WWE singles titles. She is also a 2-time women's tag team champion with Jade Cargill and a 1-time women's Royal Rumble winner. What are your thoughts on Bianca Belair? Hit the discuss button and let us know. Why is Jade Cargill away from WWE TV? New report on her injury status revealed. The November 22nd, 2024 episode of Friday Night SmackDown ended badly for Jade Cargill. She was viciously attacked backstage by an unknown assailant while her tag team partner, Bianca Belair, was competing in a Women's United States Championship tournament match. After the attack, WWE provided a health update, disclosing that the 32-year-old superstar would be sidelined for an indefinite period as she had sustained several serious injuries. Some fans and experts believe that Jade Cargill's injury angle is part of a storyline and that she is doing fine in real life. On a recent edition of Wrestling Observer Live, Brian Alvarez revealed the potential reason behind Cargill's absence from WWE television. He seemingly debunked all the rumors about the 35-year-old superstars being healthy and said she was seriously injured, with no fixed timeline for her return at present. Jade Cargill, by the way, I don't care what you read online, okay? Cargill is injured, and it's serious, and I don't know when she's going to be back, said Alvarez. There has been much speculation about the identity of Cargill's attacker. However, the name behind the heinous assault hasn't been revealed yet. Former WWE employee commented on Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair's off-screen relationship. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair have found much success as a tag team and are liked by many fans worldwide. Meanwhile, many wonder what their relationship is like behind the scenes. On the Coach and Bro show on Backstage Pass, ex-WWE employee Jonathan Coachman said he had heard that the tag team partners did not get along at all behind the scenes. I've also heard that Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair do not get along at all. It's from reliable sources. They don't get along. Now you have two spectacular-looking women in Bianca and Jade. You can't look any better than they do. But Bianca's already been in the main event, so you're asking her to give somebody the rub? Of course, she's going to be get off. She makes her own gear, and Jade doesn't make her own gear. Do you see how that could lead to something? Jonathan Coachman said. Belair has been a main event act in the company for years and has been helping Big Jade learn the ropes. It remains to be seen how much time Cargill needs to recover and what plans the Triple H-led creative team has for her once she makes her comeback. The EST is part of a tag match for the upcoming PLE. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are preparing for another chance to reclaim the Women's Tag Team Championship from the fearsome Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. The two teams will face off in a highly anticipated title showdown at the forthcoming